Hello everyone, it's that time of the month again, the energy update, and it's March. Like, wow. I talked about this in the last video. It's like, oh my goodness, it's March. We're heading into March, and here we are, 1st of March, and I'm recording this video on 1st of March, and I'm really glad. Sometimes I record them before, a few days before, but this time it wanted to be recorded today. And a lot came in today on this day, so we'll talk about that. So I just quickly wanted to say hello to all our new subscribers. Welcome to this channel. We focus on where we're heading with this collective ascension and all the new energies that are coming in. This light ship is going to source all the way to one consciousness, unity consciousness, and we stay ahead of the wave and we stay in alignment with the waves, and we keep giving you information to help you stay in the vibration of love rather than go into the rabbit holes and interfere. So any messages that I'm guided to bring come from the collective, come from the guides, and I'm always prompted and nudged, Neelam, get on and record the message. So there are many themes, and if you found your way to this message, it's because you're meant to hear it, and it's always when you're meant to hear it. So there's no like specific time when you're meant to hear it. When you arrive and when I appear in front of you, there's a message coming in from the guides that wants to be delivered to you. So I trust the timing of messages, and when we appear in front of you, there's a message in there for you, so it's to have a look and see if it resonates for you. Okay, so today I woke up with this huge fire moving through me, and it was like, whoa. And then I went into meditation, and I saw what we were processing as a collective. Venus went into retrograde today, so there's some themes I'm going to talk about. I'm going to split this video into a few sections because there's much coming up in March. Like, it's mammoth. We have mammoth waves coming in, so I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about the 3-month window that we have now that Spirit kind of told me in meditation in last month. The energy of detachment is coming up, and Venus retrograde, relationships and love. So those are the areas I'm going to focus on in this video, and to try and bring you some guidance as to what I'm receiving, what the guides are sharing, and what we need to look at this month and going into this month. So, and the opportunity that we have at this time. So I can just feel the guides coming in. I'm just going to let them in. Even though I've called them in, they still like to get on when I start recording. So I'll just invite them in. The New Earth angels, guides, the New Earth collective want to be here with us, and where we are heading through this time. So welcome, welcome, welcome. So the first energy that I wanted to talk about is Venus retrograde. So Venus went into retrograde today, and I felt it. Like, I woke up with this fire moving through me, and it was like, whoa, you know, what's going on here? So I went into meditation and I started to read the energy, and what I saw was we were doing a life review. Like, it was a scanning of all our old relationships. It was like at record speeds. We were scanning, moving to the next one, scanning, moving to the next one, scanning, moving to the next one, seeing the dynamics, seeing what we had to learn, seeing where it was not balanced, seeing where our needs were not met, seeing where there was self-sabotage or self-sacrifice or communication issues. We were scanning, and I felt this fire moving through me for about a few hours, and I had to go to the gym and just work it off, because it was like a fire that was burning through anything that was attached in the old energies, anything that you now needed to let go of, anything and anyone that was still attached to your energy field. It was burning through that and releasing it all so that you can be free to move into these new spaces. So Venus is in retrograde for this whole month into early April. And Venus is all about beauty, passion, joy, and love. So we're being called to look at that. You know, where do we need to give ourselves more love? Where do we need to nurture ourselves, beautify ourselves, do things that bring us joy and passion? Where are our basic needs not being met? Are we meeting our needs? Before we want another person to meet our needs, are we meeting our own needs? Do we even know what our needs are? Our primal needs. And very often we don't know what our primal needs are, and they get overlooked in a relationship. And when our primal needs are not met, we get this gap happening in relationships. And before you know it, then it becomes so big that we can't get back to the love. And this is what Spirit is asking you to look at. What are your primal needs? What were your primal needs as a child? Like, what do you need? What does love mean for you, really? And how do you want that love expressed from another? Do you know what your primal needs are? Do you know what the core ingredients that make a beautiful, cake are in your cake, in the ingredients in your field to make you feel whole? What are they? When it comes to love, beauty, passion, and joy, in these areas, to look at your relationships, to look at anything, anywhere, in your beliefs, in society, in culture, in religion, and from our parents, what we have believed and the limitations that have been placed around beauty and love and passion and joy. We are wiping the slate clean, cleaning it up so that we can experience more freedom and break out of these old illusions of the past, where we've worn our costume and not so attached to our costume and how we are perceived by others, but more freedom to be who we want to be, dress how we want to dress, wear our costume the way we want to wear our costume, and live our life the way we want to live our life. And that is really what's coming up for this time. As we break out of social norms, society's projections of how we should be. A lot of energy moving through me as I speak, and that's just the flow of this energetic frequency that's moving through. And also religious, control and manipulation, mind manipulation and control is coming up. So truths are coming up to the surface for you to review. And many truths are going to come up fast for you to review, because we have to look at this. So you're going to get lots of revelations this month, looking back, what you won't accept, what you will accept now as you evolve, and what you accepted in the past, and how much you've changed. And certain relationships that you wouldn't go back to now, because you're not that person, you're a different person, and you're a lot more evolved. And so you need a different there's a different set of rules for you, and a different set of ingredients that will help you to bake your cake, and you have to look at that, like, what are your needs now? What are your primal needs now in this new vibration, and where you sit now? And if you went into a relationship, or if you are in a relationship, are those basic needs being met? And that's really important. So that's coming up. So Venus will help you to look at all of that. Before I came in, I invited in Sanat Kumara and Lady Venus just to hold space with me, to help us, bring in those energies of balance in our masculine, feminine, and also in our relationships, because we are in relationship with everything. We're in relationship with everything. So we're moving towards healthier relationships, more present, more conscious, more aware, and where we need to be more aware in our relationships. So that's a big theme. Venus is a big theme, and you'll be doing a lot of reviewing, reflecting on love and relationships and passion, and where your needs are not being met in those areas, and also joy. Those are the areas that Venus looks at and will help us to bring awareness to. So there will be a lot of quick energy moving, revelations, clearing, wiping the slate clean. You might feel this fire moving through you, and then you might need lots of rest, because when we get this revelation and we've got this aha moment, there's like the bells go off inside, and then sometimes we need to sleep, because the body then is processing it on many levels: mind, body, heart, soul, spirit. It starts to process what it's just understood, and it needs to shut down to do that. So sometimes when we're upgrading like a computer, and you've upgraded your software, then you put it on silent mode, while it upgrades without any disturbance. So just see what's coming up for you there. It's talking about disturbance. There will be many distractions that take you into your mind through this time. They want to pull you away from your center, and that will try and distract you. Social media, the news, big headlines and fear will try to pull you off your center, because the light is getting brighter. And when the light gets brighter, those who try to control, manipulate, and mind control and keep you in a box will scream ever louder. And the light is getting brighter, so you're going to see a lot of things playing out through this time. We got some mammoth waves. They've already started. They're going to move through this month. They started end of February. They're going to move through this month, and then I'll talk about April and May. So Venus retrograde. Look at everything that comes up. The next one I wanted to talk about was the 3-month window. So, I just talked about the distractions. Stay in your center. Stay connected to source. Stay in your alignment. Stay calibrated. Walk amongst nature. Walk amongst the trees. Stay in this alignment, and you'll be good to go through this time. Use techniques to bring peace and harmony within, and get back to recalibration, reset, and equilibrium, this space of neutrality. That's really important. The next 3 months, March, April, May, we have some big waves coming in, massive waves. Like in our groups, we've been preparing everyone and filling them with light, preparing them. We've been literally preparing. We stop on the March the 20th on the equinox. So we've been going up, and then we're going to stop. Like I've got nothing booked for April for the groups, because we're going to reach this, it's almost like a plateau, the word they're saying, and we're going to be in this still place where we've got to recalibrate, integrate everything that's been received, and we get a moment of silence. April, May, we've got this window where we quantum jump. So it's like this, like an airplane goes up into the sky, and then it goes into cruise control, and it's just cruising for a while. So April and May will be cruising for a while, especially May, and then it's going to go up again, right? And then we're going to climb again. So the example I was giving in the groups just the other day is, imagine like you're a mountaineer and you can't take all your luggage to the summit, right? You have to be light. So you're climbing to the summit, and you've got all these things, all these attachments, all this luggage, all this things that you're taking with you, and you're trying to get to the summit. Well, you're only going to get so far because it's too heavy to carry. So you have to let go. You have to let go. Like the hot air balloon, you have to let go of the weights as you go higher. You've got to let go of the weight as you go higher. And that's the inner work that we're doing, letting go of the emotions, letting go of our attachments, letting go of our beliefs and limitations. We are letting go. You also have to let go of your attachments. So detachment was the message you have to let go at this time, because not everything can go with you into the higher vibrations. Like, what do you need to let go of at this time to be light as you climb the mountain? So you can only take a small backpack to the top of the summit, and the mountain will have many twists and turns. And as you climb up the mountain with all of these twists and turns, what are you taking with you? Because like a butterfly being weighed down, it can't fly. You're finding your wings, you're using your wings, you're learning to use your wings. And you can't use your wings if you're carrying a heavy load. So this is why we're letting go of karmic attachments. We're rebalancing our karmas. We're coming back to 0 point. We're letting go of people and places that no longer serve our growth and who we are today. Past relationships that are still attached to our field. We're releasing, we're purging, and we're letting go in every way so that we can be light and so that we can face forward into the new vibrations. That's really important. So look at where you need to let go, detach, because we're about to go through a big climb. So in the next month, in March, you're going to see lots in the media, lots of disclosures, truths coming out, things that have been hidden for a long time coming to the surface. They're going to shock the collective. There's going to be a mass awakening of humanity, asking questions, then going into the dark night of the soul and questioning reality. And, you know, a lot of anger and rage will also come up in the collective because they're seeing things for the first time that they may never have seen before. So it's going to shatter the illusion and the reality that they believed in. So it's a big month. So be prepared for it. Hold the light through it. You know the truth of what's actually happening at this time, and you do know the truth of what's happening at this time. But it's not for you to go down these rabbit holes, but to see what you need to release so that you can continue the climb. So we have this 3-month window to quantum jump into new realities. We are going up, and then we're going to plateau. When we plateau in April, end of April and May, especially May, when we plateau, we've got to integrate, rest, recalibrate, take some moments to self, breathe, and then we've got the next incline and the next lot of waves coming in. So it's going to keep happening through this time. We're going to keep ascending. So it's going to be like this. Plateau, up, plateau, up, plateau, up. Because when we plateau, we integrate, we process, we look at everything. We unpick, we unravel, and then we're ready for the next wave. We take a breather, and then we go for the next one, right? And then we're just like on this ascent, and it's moving so fast, like my voice is going. But it's going to be like that. It's going to be these constant waves that are going to move us into the new vibrations. So these 3 months are really pivotal for us to do the climb and then also plateau. I will put it on my newsletter, and I'll come on here to share when we're plateauing so that we rest. But it is May, end of April, mid-April to May. That's when I'm taking my foot off the gas with the groups and everything, because I have heard this message. It was given to me last year to travel. They said, go travel for 3 months and go to places and just be. And they told me to take May off completely. So that's why I feel May is the month that we've got to take our foot off the gas completely while we recalibrate, ready for the next bout of energies and waves that will be coming in. Because we must rest the body and integrate what we've received, all the light frequencies, and then the DNA upgrades. They need time. The light needs time to move through our cells, you know, and then we get switched on in a new way. So then we have to see how we're being switched on in a new way, and then we have to listen multidimensionally to everything that we are being given for this time. So lots of new information coming in, lots of new ideas coming in. We're being moved on to a new operating system, and I often talk about this, but the galactic harmonic unity grid. So, you know, if you think about the trees all communicate with each other through light pulses, through the root system. They communicate with the community. The mushrooms are also very intelligent. They all communicate with each other. So we're now switching on to this operating system, which is very sophisticated, the galactic harmonic unity grid. And when we become one with this operating system, everything speaks to us. Like we can communicate with all beings, all nature and the elementals and water and the animals and each other. Multidimensionally, we can talk to everything. And this system supports you, like, if you know, it supports you, it brings you everything that you need, and you really know that you're not alone here on earth, and this system, this sophisticated system, is taking care of you. So that's what we're moving on to, this new operating system that is a lot more supportive and connected to unity consciousness through this time. So that was the 3-month window, detachment, and the opportunity is here. You know, your opportunity to rise is here. Like, it's an amazing opportunity that we are moving into. It's not to get caught up with, you know, the darkness, but to know that we have already well, the guides are saying we've already won. Like the light has already been anchored. They're showing me the Dragon Collective in the skies. The galactics are all in position. They're holding space in the skies. They're celebrating because as we evolve, they also evolve. As you evolve, the human collective evolves. And so this is a collective celebration, and also a pivotal moment that we sit at to ascend into higher dimensions and higher spaces of light. So the entire cosmos is, interested, like they've got boots boots on the ground and bums on seats, really watching the show, because it's really important that Earth now ascends and doesn't destroy itself like it did before in other lifetimes. Now this is really pivotal where we sit, but they're all in position, and I see them all the time, and we work with them, and everything's in position for our ascension, which is really beautiful this time. There's so many light workers and starseeds on the planet in this lifetime who are awake, and new star children that are coming in of a higher vibration that already have the DNA for this time, the new Earth DNA. So they come in with no karma, so they don't have to do the same processing as we do. They already come in with a new structure and a new DNA, which is really beautiful. They're beautiful children. They're natural healers, gifted. The new crystal children, the new rainbow children, they're coming in. They're beautiful. So they will be holding space as well on the earth, and they will operate in a very new vibration in new earth. So that's really beautiful. So lots of change, lots going on at the moment, lots of reflection, review, acclimation of the energies, the 3-month window that we are in, that we're going to quantum jump into. And if we're facing in the right direction, you're going to get a leg up, and Spirit's going to give you that leg up. So keep your vibration high, and then you're going to jump into a whole new level of understanding. It's a pivotal time and a beautiful time where you get to ascend and meet your higher selves, and higher aspects of your gifts and your abilities and your knowledge and your wisdom coming online in a new way. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So hang in there, keep going, keep clearing, keep releasing from the body, seeing what has played out in the past, but letting it go, parking it there, leaving it there, and moving forward, facing forward, and focusing on the journey forward is key. So I felt guided to pick some cards, and this is the Starstream Oracle. The Starstream Oracle, and I picked the card, and you wouldn't believe what came up. Prepare for the major event. Prepare for a major event. This is it. This is it. We're at this pivotal time, and these waves that are coming in are preparing us for the next bandwidth and ascension energies, and also the waves are preparing us for new timelines, new quantum realities, new experiences, new levels of love and harmony. And I've talked about the twin flame, the divine unions that are coming in, the higher templates of love that are coming in for us to experience. We're here, and it gets really, this year it gets very interesting, very explosive, like a light show, but to stay connected to the light and ride the waves that are coming in for this time. So prepare for a major event. My voice was getting stuck at the beginning, and that was because it says speak your truth, express yourself. Speak your truth, express yourself. This card, I used this deck at one of my retreats in Glastonbury many years ago, and one of the ladies, she took it back with her, and she didn't realize she took it to Sweden or Switzerland, somewhere like that, and she realized when she got there that she'd taken it and so she sent it by post back to me, and it arrived in the post. But look at that. Express your truth, express your truth, express yourself. Where do you need to speak your truth? And this time is all about your truth. Where do you need to speak your truth to yourself? Where do you need to see your truth? What is your truth? Many truths will be revealed at this time, like truths that you cannot even imagine coming up to the surface, secrets that have been held, where there was control, where there was manipulation, where there was deceit. There'll be a feeling of betrayal, you know, where you'll feel that the wool was pulled under your eyes. What do you need to say? How do you need to say it? What do you need to say? What do you need to express through this time? So the throat chakra is coming online in a whole new way. So that's really important to look at that, because we can't be fully liberated until we find our expression. Really, we can't be liberated and free until we find our expression. This one also came up. You're not alone. You are not alone in the universe. You're not. Like when I close my eyes, I see everything. Isn't it funny? When we close our eyes, we can see everything. And if we can't see, we can feel what's happening through this time. You're not alone in the universe. There's so many guides, like so many guides, so many beings of light, the Dragon Collective and all the galactics and all the Ascended Masters and the Angelics. They're all there supporting our evolution, and we are not alone, and they're all here at this time. They are all here watching the show at this time. We are moving from mortality and limitation, physical reality, into immortality and eternal life. That's what we're moving into through this time as we evolve into 5D. You are immortal. Make your decisions carefully. You know, make your decisions carefully. Don't be complacent about your life. How are you using your energy? What are you using your energy for? Are you creating purposefully, working with your energy, building for the future generations, for the future legacies? You know, what are you doing at this time that serves the collective, that serves you, that serves humanity, that serves the cosmos? Because this is all unity consciousness coming back to oneness. How are you walking on the earth? Do your words match your actions? Walking with integrity and authenticity, taking off the ego and the mask and revealing more of your true self, the soul that is eternal and free-flowing. So we're getting back to aligning with the cosmos, aligning with our truth, aligning with our soul, and listening to the soul's truth through this time. Fulfilling opportunities are on the horizon. And they are. In the new vibrations, you can experience higher levels of love, your dreams being fulfilled, your wishes coming in, your soul feeling fulfilled, because we're operating from the soul and we're looking at our happiness and joy, and we're rising through this time, which allows us to connect with our fulfillment, our joy, our desires, our dreams, and new opportunities, like infinite opportunities are coming in on these new timelines. But we must jump onto them. If we jump onto them, then we can experience this. And fulfillment is available in this lifetime. Like your heaven on earth is in this lifetime. But you must jump to meet it. You know, sometimes you can see a person's potential, but if they're not willing to meet that potential, then that potential is just, it becomes a fantasy, like it's out there in the field. But if you don't go to meet it, if you don't move your energy to meet it, then it can't meet you. So we can have all these potentials. Like when I work with clients, I see the potential. I see their potentials, but it depends if they are willing to move towards that potential, step out of their comfort zone, break through their beliefs and the limitations, and go to meet that potential. Then they can live it out in this lifetime. So it's to look at that, to know that your fulfilling potentials are here, but you have to move towards that energy and meet it halfway, Spirit says, and we will meet you. Acclimate, accept where you are, radical acceptance of where you are and everything that you're experiencing, because there is great growth in what you're experiencing at this time. To look at where you are, to accept and surrender into the place of, deep surrender, like down here. Surrender into that place and just accept exactly where you're at, that you're exactly where you need to be. And once you accept that, then the next level of energies can start to come in. But sometimes we are resistant, we are fighting where we're at, and Spirit says, look at where you're at and accept where you're at. And from there, you can make changes. And this one, beautiful. Rise to the occasion. You can't see it because it's green, but it says rise to the occasion. Rise to the occasion. Rise to the occasion of this time and why we came back into this reality and what we came to experience. Really, this is the time to rise to the occasion, not to be complacent, not to ignore what's happening on the earth, but to fully meet it, meet the energetics, do the inner work, process what you need to let go of, process what you've believed, and release, detach, let go. Look at love, look at passion, look at joy, look at your fulfillment, look at your primal needs. Your opportunity is here, dear ones. Your opportunity is here. Will you meet this opportunity and ride these waves that are going to take you to your wishes fulfilled, your dreams coming true, your heaven here on earth? This is where you are heading, and this is where we want you to focus your energy on, not anything that is falling away, falling apart, and breaking down. We must break down to break through, break through, break through to your freedoms, break through to your liberation, break through to meet the purest, most harmonic tones of your soul. Break through, break free to meet your true selves through this time, in this lifetime. This is your opportunity, and that opportunity is now. So do not fear. Do not fear the waves that are coming. Ride them. Be a surfer. Be adventurous. Be curious. Meet the new parts of yourselves. Step into these new timelines. Be curious. Step out of your comfort zones and go after your dreams. Go after your dreams. Become the masters that you are. Become the alchemist that you are. Transmute, acclimate, transform your energies. Be the alchemist. Alchemize and rise to the occasion, because this is it. This is it, where you get to live in a whole new vibration. In the fifth dimension, where you merge and become one with us and all that is. Truly, it's a beautiful time, and one that you chose to be here for. So let's just take a moment on that and just sit in our hearts as we feel the energies of what's coming in, and accept everything that's going on in our lives and the opportunity that we are being presented at this time to step into our next soul suit and the truth of who we are. So truths, heart connections, love, all calling you forward, dear ones, into the new templates of love and higher vibrations. So we thank the guides and all the beings of light and the New Earth Collective who is surrounding us at this time, the dragons, the galactics. They're all in our skies, ready for disclosure, ready to meet us, ready to share space with us, ready to share loving vibrations and new harmonics through this time. So beautiful. And that's where we're going to leave the March energy update. Beautiful. My voice kept going today, so there's just that where it's kind of like when my voice goes, we're harmonizing, we're kind of recalibrating, we're finding a new normal, and so we're kind of in and out of dimensions, and then we're trying to find our point of rest before we go again, riding dimensions till we find the point and rest, acclimate, and then we go again. So there's just constant movement through this time, constant change, fast energies, fast reflections, fast shedding, like so much shedding, lot of darkness coming to the surface, again to process, release. Just a really pivotal, fast time. So I don't want to keep repeating myself, but that is the energy. So let's ride these waves and let's ride these cosmic waves. And I will tell you, I will bring in when, when the energies are asking us to plateau and be still through this time. Yep, I think that's it. I think that's it for today. That's the energy, and that's all that I wanted to really share with you. So take what resonates, leave the rest, and just stay connected to your hearts and connected to spirit through this time. Okay, thank you everyone. Just very briefly, I am on Instagram and I do put posts on there daily, or whenever I receive, but mostly daily. You can connect with me on my newsletter. We have 2 retreats coming this year, Glastonbury, that is filling up very fast. So if you want to join us in Glastonbury, the heart chakra, where we'll be coming together as one heart, and we're going into the new vibrations, the energy that we're bringing in Glastonbury. And we always hire a place that sits on the ley lines, the masculine, the feminine, it's the energy in our process room in the Abbey House is phenomenal. I mean, if you haven't been to Glastonbury, come to the heart this year. It's all about coming back to the heart and leading from the heart. So that's July. We got Peru, returning to the womb of Mother Earth. Really beautiful journey that will be going out this month for opening registrations. And then we've got a few more group events left, and then we're going quiet for a little while we recalibrate. And then the new set of instructions, I've been told to go into my womb space and be silent, because there's new instructions coming in and new offerings that I will distribute to the community. But I've got to be quiet for May and bring this new level of vibration through. So I know it's going to shift. I can feel it. It's very new. So I'm looking forward to what's coming to share with everyone. Okay. So I'll speak to you soon. I hope you're all doing well. Let me know in the comments how you're doing. I love to hear from you. I don't always reply to all the messages, but I do read them. I always read your messages. So anything that you want to share, you can put it in the comments below the video. Okay? Thank you so much, everyone. Have a beautiful weekend, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care and see you soon.